Great day, great day, great day. It's me. It's me. We're on episode 16. Glad you're here. Last week we had a two-parter on 15. You guys showed out. You guys are definitely being supportive, and I greatly appreciate you guys. So today, it may not be as long as my regular videos, but I feel like it's something that we need to talk about. You ready? Healing from your traumas. I think it's so necessary. Like, therapy is necessary, healing is necessary, dealing with your traumatic experience is necessary. I learned something a week ago, and it's crazy. I repeated it to my little cousin, and it was like, forgiveness is something you don't just do once. You do it over and over and over and over again. And it's so true. It's so true. And I'm like thinking to myself, like, my own personal experience, like, forgiveness is something you do. You do it over and over and over and over and over again. Because sometimes you can forgive a person and something they did or something somebody else can do, it can trigger you, and it can take you back to that place that you don't want to be at. And it's just like, oh my God, it's like, do I still have anger with this person? Do I still feel a way towards this person? And it's like, no, it's something you do over and over and over and over and over again. Another aspect dealing with your traumas and dealing with people, it's like, how can I say this? When dealing with your traumas and going to therapy, it's not saying that the same thing won't happen again, but your response will be different. Like, I'm learning, especially, like, okay, let me give an example. My dad and I, like, we've had a troubled relationship, and we're in an amazing place right now. Like, I find myself to the point where when I get stressed out or I get frustrated, I call my dad and I talk to him, and he listens, and it's crazy because my dad's not perfect, neither am I, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna piss me off again. I know I'm gonna piss him off again because I'm his child. But it's one of those things, however, it's one of those things to where I've learned with it is, like, when I get mad or when he gets mad, we don't respond in the same way because I chose to heal from things that I felt he did to me, and he did the same thing. So I don't respond to him the same way. I respond differently because I made the conscious decision to heal. I made the decision to sit there to really put in the work to heal from my experiences. And I mean, not gonna lie, I don't want this to come off as a bashing session, because it's not a bashing session. It's a moment to talk about deliverance. It's a moment to talk about, like, what healing can do for you. And it's a moment to tell you, like, I seen a thing Tabitha Brown was saying. She was like, you never stop healing. I'm paraphrasing, I think. She's like, you never stop healing. Like, it's a consistent journey. You're going to always heal. And sometimes, like, you're going to hurt yourself in the same place. Now, is it going to hurt as bad? No. Is it going to hurt? Yes. So, probably should have switched that up a little bit, but yes, it's going to still hurt, just not as bad, because you made I'm sorry, I can lean the camera. You made the conscious decision to heal from those traumas. It makes it easier to deal with. Oh my God, it makes it so much easier. Like, I'm navigating through traumas that I inflicted on myself. I'm working through healing the old Russell and embracing the new Russell. And it is a journey, okay? But I thank God for therapy. I thank God for my therapist. I thank God for my circle who push me and hold me, and they keep me grounded, but they push me to do better. And they're not afraid to say, hey, Russ, you're doing a great ass job. And I am so grateful for all of them. And they know exactly who they are. So I'm not gonna name everybody. But anyways, so this journey, this healing journey, this dealing with traumas, like, I'm gonna talk about this topic a few more times as we go along, because it's important to see, it's important to see the reality of healing. It's important to see the healing of deliverance. It's important to see, grace and how hard it is in moments to give people grace. Like, it's important for us to have these conversations, and it's so crazy because I used to grow up always hearing, you forgive, you let go, you move forward. And the thing about it is, forgiveness is hard. Forgiveness is hard when the person keeps doing the same thing over and over again, right? But, and I know someone can say, well, just cut them off, just cut them off, just cut them off. It's difficult when it's somebody that you're related to and you have to see them over and over again, because you can sit there and say, I'm not going to talk to this person no more. Somebody passes away, you got to see the nigga again. You're just like, now I got to go here. It's going to be tense. It's, I promise you, like, it is a difficult thing to process, but it's something you have to keep working on every single day. Healing is a daily journey. You wake up and you sit there, you say, okay, I'm not going to respond like old Russell. I'm not going to respond like the unhealed, because the unhealed version is still there. And I think that person has to be there, because that unhealed person will sit there and save you, because it's like a reminder, hey, I used to feel like this, or this made me feel like this, and I don't want to go back to that place. So I'm not going to walk. You ready? Let's dig a little deeper. Being heartbroken, being in an abusive relationship, being in but whether it's emotional or physical, right? You sit there and date a man or a woman, and you know what it was like, or like, okay, break this down to you. Slow down, Russell. So you sit there, you get with someone, it's a terrible relationship, and you leave scarred from it. Some go through therapy, some go through breaks where they do a lot of self-reflection, so they know they never do that again, right? So then again, they go out to a bar, they meet a nice guy or a nice woman, they get to conversing, they get to conversing, then you get to dating, then you get to hunching, and then it's like, you're 2 or 3 years into this thing, and it's like, this is tumultuous. It's dangerous, it's toxic. Now, this is where the unhealed version of you is necessary, because unhealed version can sit there and catch the foolishness that you're about to walk into via text. Think about it. Like, a text message could be like, this feels real familiar, sir. Maybe you should pull back just a little bit. And it's just like you can notice different trends. Not saying everybody is the same, but you know what to protect yourself from and how to protect yourself. And sometimes when you've healed enough, you can catch it at the first sight, because you can feel an energy. You can sit next to a person at a bar, in a church, at work, at the store, wherever you are. You can be approached by a person, and that familiar energy or that spirit that's attached to them that's familiar, just like, I've seen you before. I've seen you before. I've been through this before. And it teaches you to not go down that road again. And it's like, hey, God bless you. See you later. Got to go. I'm not doing this again. I'm not going to sit there and waste 6, 7 years of my life and then have to do another 3 to sit there and heal from what the hell you took me through. Like, I watch people go through abusive relationships. I've seen people get taken advantage of plenty of time, and I watch it. So I've seen people go into situations, and I'm just like, I know, because that's been me. And I'm like, you should know, because this has been you for years, and all I can do is sit there and pray that the healing and the healed version and the unhealed version work together. And it's like, you gotta have. They say you can walk around, and beauty can be built from ashes. And I'm a firm believer in that. But in order to get ashes, you would have had to been burned. So it's like, I hope that made sense, because it made sense to me. Take the time to heal. Take the time to figure out how the unhealed version and the healed version can work together. And it's crazy, because I'm doing this shadow work thing, and I'm going back to my childhood, and I'm working from beginning to end. I'm going from watching my brother get shot and killed. I'm going into my dad being gone all the time. Now, I'm gonna say this, like, my dad was very active in my life. My daddy worked his ass off. My daddy sat there and he missed being with us so he could provide for us, and we had everything we've ever needed in life. So it's like, but I still missed my dad. All right. So going through that, my dad not being here, my dad was at work, so watch your mouth. Watching my mom go through what she was going through, because it was traumatic watching her hurt how she was hurting, and then dealing with discovering myself and figuring out sexuality and being bullied in high school, having people sit there and talk about me, and then navigating through church hurt, navigating through, being at a church to where I could only be myself around certain people, so embracing myself. And then as an adult, sitting there using using drinking as a coping mechanism, and then using sex as a coping mechanism, and then dealing with, new versions of church hurt. And it's like I look back, and those versions of Russell, that's my committee, like they all play a vital role, because they all can sit there and collectively come together and say, Russell, we've been here before. Russell, we've walked around and we haven't healed before. Russell, we sat there like it's like, Russell, like, we don't want to do this again. It's crazy because I have a family member who's sick right now, and it's like I see it's triggering because it's a familiar situation, and 5-year-old Russell is sitting there saying, Russell, hey, we can't move how we've moved before. Russell who lost his auntie and his papa and his mama is like, hey, Russ, we can't do this again. We can't handle this how we handled older situations. We can't sit there and put other people's grief before ours. We have to heal and grieve properly. We don't have the time to sit there and we can't go through this again, because it hurts every single time, and we don't know how to comfort each other. Makes sense to you? So make the decision to heal properly. Make the decision to navigate through your feelings properly. Work with your old self. Work with your old self collectively to improve the new you. I couldn't be who I am today without the hurt and pain I experienced in life. I could not. My experiences were were experiences. But when I tell you, like, I am so grateful, because no matter what I've been through, no matter what I experienced, one thing 5-year-old Russell's always done is sat there and passed that same heart on to every new Russell I've become. And even moments where I'm sitting there and I'm hurting, old Russell comes in, 5-year-old Russell comes in, hey, Russell, hey, we don't do that. We don't move like that. We love people. We don't hurt people. We love people. We don't do that. That's not what we do. That's not who we are to our core. That's not how we move. No, because then we have all these other Russells who've carried so much. No. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. So I hope this made sense to you, because it made a lot of sense to me. And I got in my car after treatment, and I was like, all right, let's just do something that comes to mind, and it's healing. I watched my mom grieve my brother. I'm watching her, no, excuse me, I'm gonna be honest. I'm watching my mom still grieve my brother. I am watching my mother grieve my grandmother. I am watching my father still grieve my brother. I'm watching my father grieve a sibling, his sister, and he's grieving his dad. Like, I watched it for so long, and I watched the unhealed version of them take over every single time. And it's the sad thing to see, It's a sad thing to see. And I feel like, and I don't want this to come off the wrong way, and it's like, my parents are loving people. They're very caring people. But I wonder, what else could they have done or accomplished or become if they would have had it took the time to heal? Like, and I'm grateful again because with these experiences, I've been able to learn and grow and move in the best ways possible. You know, like I even look at I look at like different people in my family, friends who carry a lot, you know, and I'm just like, damn, like, what could you have done? What could you have been if you would have healed properly? If you would have dealt with your traumas? What could you have done? What could you have done? You know? What could you have done? Who could you have been? Like, I look at even in my life, and it's like, dang, it's like if I would have healed or put in the work to heal or did the therapy then or put in the work then, what could I have accomplished? You know? Granted, it's benefited me because we have jewels for crowns, you know? So it's kind of like a double-edged sword thing, as they say. But I just want to encourage you guys, take the time to heal. Take the time, if you're grieving, take the time to grieve. Grieve in a healthy way. Heal in a healthy way. You owe that to yourself. You owe that to yourself. You owe that to your children. You owe that to that relationship that you're in. You owe that to yourself first, but you owe that to those things. You owe that to your future. To heal. To heal. To heal. To those of you who are looking to have children, heal first. Those of you who are looking to and again, healing doesn't start, so start the healing. Those of you who are looking to be in a relationship or getting ready to get married, heal. Start healing. Start healing. Those of you who are looking to start a church, start healing. Those of you who are looking for God to open doors or for God to move in a miraculous way or for, you know, God to increase your territory, start healing. You know? Those of you who want your dreams to flourish or to have that big opportunity, maybe heal first. Excuse me, I'm start healing. I look at Fantasia and I think it's so beautiful because we've watched her heal over and over and over. We saw her win, we've seen her lose, we've seen her go through so many ups and downs. We've watched her journey. We have watched her consistently heal. Every time she gets up there, she heals. And it's beautiful to see where she is now as compared to all those years ago when she was on American Idol. So, shout out to her for her journey and being as transparent as she is. And I don't care what nobody says. That baby is, if she wouldn't have to win another award. The fact that she said that she is the award, that goes to show your accolade. That's where her accolades are. Baby, you are the award. You are the award. God is the reward. Think about it. All right. I love you all. I will see you all later. Have a blessed day. Stay safe. You know, we're on the journey to 40. We're like, there are like 2 weeks left. So like, share, subscribe. You do what you do best. I'm going to do what I do best. You like, share, subscribe. I'm going to create you guys amazing content, which I feel is amazing because I'm giving you the best parts of me. And I appreciate you for allowing me to share the best parts of me with you. Hope it helps. Hope it blesses you. Love on somebody this week. Take the time to love on yourself as well. I'm proud of you. I appreciate you. I don't know why I'm going into this. I'm proud of you. I appreciate you. You're amazing. And I want to tell you, whoever this is for, you deserve to put yourself first. You deserve to be loved. You deserve the opportunity to shut everything out and say, I need to grieve. I need to regroup. I need to refill my cup. And the thing about it is, I said this week and repeat it again. Like, it's nothing like, it's nothing like your cup spilling over. It's nothing like having your cup spill over and refill your friends' cups. It's nothing like having friends that once their cup is filled, they come back up to make sure your cup is filled as well. Refill your cup. Refill your cup and make sure when you get your overflow, when it spills over, 1, it doesn't hit the crown, and 2, It is a spill in the glass that is going to end up going away. You understand? Don't waste your oil. Don't waste your overflow. And just don't waste your time, baby. I love you. I appreciate you. I will see you all later.